Greetings, this is Vlodril, and welcome back to Let's Play Tyranny. Where as usually, it's time to speak with people and learn things.
All kinds of things. My mind is old, memory's a sieve. Keeping track of you, noting what I hear of the war, scribbling down reminders to myself, that sort of thing. Oh, certainly not. But it depends on the ink I'm using. Too much cerulean and I can't sleep. But just the right amount, and I can write all night. The red ink will give you swamp bottom if you drink it, but absorbed through the skin, it'll make you taste colors and smell music. Speaking of which, I should change out my tip. I use three kinds: sepia, cerulean, and a red that's never the same shade. My recipe needs work. I like having three colors, but they also provide different states of mind for writing.
Is she getting high off ink?
No. No. I'm trying to observe you. Corroding your mind is not part of the plan.
Alright, we need more rep for that.
Of course. How can I help? The spires predate us all. As far as I know, we're the only ones who've been up here since... ever? I think this might be a first. Perhaps the real trailblazer had trouble getting down and was lost to history. Of course. How can I help? Are you asking for an objective assessment? Or is this your way of saying you want to gossip? He is a proper Northman, with duty in his blood, which makes me suspect his loyalty to Ash is stronger than his loyalty to you. So long as your interests remain aligned to Graven Ash, this shouldn't be an issue. I must admit, I am completely fascinated by his predicament. Ever tried diagramming the articulations of his armor? Don't. It'll only lead to madness and ruination. I know little of swordplay, and couldn't work a curve and arrow to save my life. I can't really comment on the lady.
Lady? You're just afraid to talk in front of me, clear as day. Your sweat is easier to read than your ink scribbles.
What? No, not at all. I just don't know how to comment on a warrior's worth, that's all.
Spare me your blather. Huh. Think that, do you? Didn't know you had such swollen hope for me.
What?
A most fascinating specimen. I think she has great potential. A dangerous amount of potential, to be blunt. The Scarlet Furies are the fighting elite of the Scarlet Chorus.
I think I missed something there.
Floating to the top of a sea of blood and chum. We should consider ourselves lucky to have her on our side, with her weapons usually pointed away from us. Good tidecasters stay underwater. Kairos did the Tears a favor by erasing those moon howlers from history. A shame one of them escaped justice.
I like that I make you this agitated. Considering all the things that don't seem to bother you in the slightest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of getting off on how much power you're giving me here.
Oh, and then there's your coquettish act whenever someone calls you on your teeth. I'll be the one ready to tangle when, not if, you decide to pounce.
I like all the companions. I'm kinda sad that I won't have Verse with us. She was really good in combat as well, but we'll see how it goes. We can just accept her back later.
I am nothing if not a semi...
I was on the take from the voices of Nerat. Or at least an agent of his sent me to the School of Ink and Quill 30 years back. That's interesting. Especially considering where he ended up and how we met him. Most people think that the war began 3 years ago, but the voice of Nerat had his hands in things sooner than that. Yep, I was there. In truth, I'm deeply curious about any who have lived as vessels to Kairos' most supreme magic. Okay. This guy is interesting.
I am nothing if not a... And I'd be happy to oblige. Ever since the fall of the Vellum Citadel, it is hard to find someone with whom I can discuss such things.
Kairos has cast many edicts over the ages. He has never worded 2 edicts exactly the same. Edicts defy our understanding of magic. Kairos magic works over vast distances, over indefinite durations, and no Archon or mere mage can counter the force of an edict. A spell is to an edict as a drop of rain is to a hurricane. Edicts are almost commands to Terratus that must be carried out until the instructions allow for the magic to end. If Kairos wants a plague until the next Judge's Day, except copious... Okay. Nothing has ever dispelled an edict. I'm guessing this is gonna happen at some point. Yep. The Archons were idiots. I know that you warned us. I'm alive today because of you. I wonder if you don't warn them. Does he actually die? The game is supposed to be really reactive in its story and how it branches and unfolds. So, maybe. Nice. Do edicts work on the same arcane principles as
Edicts are the
spellcraft?
strongest manifestation of magic we know, and they seem to violate all other lesser phenomena. No dispel cantrip has ever dented or abated an edict. Even Archons with powers of great durability cannot shrug off their effects. Just look at Cairn. Now, what I find curious, edicts can flex a little. Or so my studies suggest this is the case. Take the Edict of Storms. While the day it was proclaimed was the most violent, the actual radius of the storm has changed over time. But most will have none of my hypotheses on this matter. So, in my studies, some edicts resolve some problem of the Overlords and then vanish into history. But the edicts that linger around, Almost all of them begin to widen. Their effects become more intense. Here's the intriguing part. The older the edict, and the more that's written about it, the more the reports of that edict get more dire over time. Something to that effect, at least. I contend that edicts are powered by fear. Fear of Kairos helps fuel the casting, and fear of the edict feeds the magic, sustaining it, and, if enough people fear it, even growing it a bit. I thought just that. But wherever an edict is cast or has been cast, the land will always hum with a little background noise, if your ears trained to listen. If anything, it seems edicts add more magic into the world, not the other way around. Intellectual honesty demands that I study the matter more. If I'm correct, the more people fear and obsess over an edict, the stronger it becomes. Anyway, another study for another time. And I'd be happy to oblige. Ever since the fall of the Vellum
So
Citadel,
much. Alright. The mind of the Archons. Okay, let's see. All have magical powers that are intuitive. It's their own innate power, I guess. Only the Archons can will magic into being. Everyone else can only cast magic by invoking the sigil of an Archon that has come before. Interesting. So you cast and channel the Archon when you cast spells. Occulted Jade, Archon of Tides, never bowed to Kairos, and it said she survived the assassins sent to silence her. It makes her flight from Kairos before the war all the more troubling. We knew her as the symbol of strength, but when threatened, her weaker nature won. Archons aren't born, they become. This, again, kinda seems based on faith. The guy kept winning and he kept getting more glory and more glory. And suddenly his soldiers are protected by his magic. It's interesting.
And I'd be happy to oblige. What do you want to know? Most certainly. I probably should have shown you how to mend
Yes.
wounds sooner. If you have a moment, I can show you the healing sigil I was trained to use.
Please. Nice, we got 5 control life skill. So it's a specific skill. It's not actually a sigil. I'm not sure they cast it, actually.
And I'd be happy to oblige. Familiar is a relative term. I think I know more than most, but it's a subject of mystery, even to the scholars. Though, I must admit, in addition to my reading, I've ventured into the old walls on occasion, and soiled many undergarments in the process.
Okay. Kairos forbids exploration of the old worlds. Did the Tearsmen have similar laws? Okay. What's the Bane? Some sort of creature, I think. Or maybe undead? They appear cunning but lacking language, and they have animal-like qualities. But they seem drawn only to magic and commotion. Food and water seem irrelevant to them.
And I'd be happy to oblige.
Okay. So Kairos is not responsible for the spires or the old walls. There are spires all over Terratus, though I don't know the count, maybe 40 or so. 5 of them are in the tiers. So that also may be a hint on where Kairos' power comes from.
And I'd be happy to oblige.
Alright, that was a lot of info.
One moment, my friend. Just let me finish this thought.
Alright, that was cool. Reputation ability unlocked. Landry loyalty ability. Wheel of Ages. Learn the new spell core. Sigil of Life. Alright, and now I see. You see the icon for speech? It's actually glowing when someone has new stuff. That's why it's always there. It wasn't like that in Pillars of Eternity, that's why I got confused with it. Let's see. Restoring touch. So healing wisps plus 4% health projectile. Vital body plus 3% health every 3 seconds for 45 seconds. Damn. I really need more slots. And can anybody use it? No. You can use the healing though. Alright. Would definitely use the healing. Healings for everybody. Try this one. Don't like that one either. Let's so many things. No. I don't like that. Let's go for the healings. We'll take that regeneration. Cool. Cool. Let's see. Landry. Ooh, damn. That loyalty jumped extremely high. Wheel of Ages. Once per rest. Emitting foe for 13 seconds. Minus 20 to dodge. Minus 20 to parry. Minus 40% action speed. Minus 40% move speed. Friend, hostile effect suspended for 3 seconds. Pulse rate every 3 seconds. So this keeps going. That's interesting. So I should have enough actually to... Let me save. To get that...
one moment, my friend. Just
yeah.
let me finish this thought. Of course. How can I help? All kinds of things. I can't in good conscience poison you. Oh, fine. The things I do to educate the youth. Here's how it works. The Reds give you a brief bout of synesthesia, great for writing music. Cerulean can unhinge me a bit, but it blocks out the cramps and anxiety. My sepia ink is perfect for quiet contemplation, also insomnia. Feel anything?
Oh my god, that's funny. These are good. This is funny. But we'll do that one.
On second thought, I shouldn't be poisoning your young mind. That should wear off.
I want to try each of those.
1 moment. Of course. How can I help? All kinds of things. I can't in good conscience. Oh, fine.
Let's try the red one. The wind blows blue. Wow. The storm has bled. Its foul rains have seeped into new roots across your body as your skin tingles with triangular pointed sensation. What happens when irresistible force meets an immovable object? Nonsense. In such case, either the force is irresistible or the object moved. Burn away the clenched hand, and the bones will still clutch to the forbidden prize. The archive foretold its own demise. Preparations were made. What? They hate you. You'll never be accepted by them. But you know that, don't you? That was interesting.
Made from only the finest cuttlefish. What do you think?
The proclamation of fire still lingers. No matter where you wake up, it still smells like a campfire. Nobody seems to notice. The cups you hold stay warm, which would be nice if you were back home, where it was cold, but in this miserable heat, a chilled beverage is rare enough. You were used, a living conduit for magic that lingers, for somewhat, conditional forever. And the tissues of your body still crisp at the edges.
I'd say it's working. Sit and enjoy that for a...
Alright, that was really interesting. We'll try that again at another time. For now, let me end this episode here. Thank you for watching. As usually, subscribe, like, leave a comment. And next time, we'll speak with the rest of the companions.